We are charting the higher octave with my guest today, and they are back on the show after 3 years. I have Frenchy in the Punk, Samantha Stephenson, and Scott Helland. Thank you both for joining me.
Thanks for
And
having me.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. You know, you guys are the amazing duo, absolutely the amazing duo. You have the support of each other, especially this man right here. I can't believe how supportive he is. I've never seen a I mean, there are people out there they support each other, but you guys been together for so long through thick and thin,
Yeah.
and just hearing about the recent news. I know you have a lot of support. It breaks my heart because I can totally feel what you're going through, and taking the time to be here and to do this interview with me. I know you probably want to do other things, not talk about it. Especially what you're going through. So thank you for being here and doing this interview. Yeah.
Actually, it's our pleasure, and I have no problem really talking about it. I think it's actually important to talk about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for us, for you,
Yeah,
and for other people to
yeah,
hear it that are going through the similar stuff.
yeah. It,
Yes.
it's a very, it's something I would never would have thought that was in my life script, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I know cancer is very prevalent in the world, but you really understand how prevalent when you actually are diagnosed and you just have a flood of people who tell you either their own personal experiences or people who are close to them who have gone through this. And it's just blowing my mind the extent to which people are touched by this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people have gone through it, with
Mhm.
somebody they know. I mean, I know for a fact that I had family members and friends and people in general. I mean, I'm lost for words to even say like, you know, that's why for you to actually talk about this is a lot of strength, and you have that resilience in you. And by the way, you there's nobody that looks so good the way you look right now. Your style,
Thank you.
no matter how, if your hair is red or no hair, I mean, you look amazing. You really do.
Thank you. It's funny because I always wondered what I would look like if I shaved my head. It was always something. I had a friend years ago when I was taking classes at the Art Students League in New York City. I had a friend who showed up to class and she had shaved her head, and it was such a surprise. And she said, "Oh, I had a rough day." And I thought it was so funny because she just did it very spontaneously and just felt like doing it. And ever since then, I thought, wouldn't it be funny just to do that and see? And I always thought I had the wrong shaped head or whatever. So when we did this the day before the first round of chemo, I was kind of, I hope it's gonna not look awful. And I'm actually kind of digging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I mean that seriously. Some people, I did that too. You know what I did? I did an app on my phone because I wanted to see what I look like bald. And so I had a haircut, and I played a trick on people. And I said, "Oh, I shave all my hair," and everybody goes, "Oh my God, you look so good." And I don't know if that's really the shape of my head. I don't know. I think I got big ears. So I might not work too good, but
I think it's good to do stuff like that. It's like experimentation and
It,
just trying something
yeah,
different with the hair. I mean, not necessarily not obviously not in these circumstances, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's people say when they cut all their hair off for other reasons, it's liberating and it can be kind of a powerful thing.
yeah, yeah.
actually, when I was a kid, I had very long hair down to my butt. And like for all growing up, I had very, very long hair. And I always wanted to cut it, and I wasn't allowed for
Oh,
no particular reason. It's not a religious reason or anything like that. I don't know why. And I remember I was a teenager and I went to a hairdresser and I asked them to cut my hair, and they refused. Because
yeah,
I
because
guess
you
it
have
was
beautiful
very
hair.
nice, it was beautiful long hair, and they just thought they were going to get in trouble. So when I went to college, I cut my hair, and it was the most amazing thing. It was like an act of rebellion, for
I
me.
know it totally is. It totally
Yeah.
is. A lot of people
So,
won't do it. I mean, they're so comfortable with hair. I,
yeah.
I I think the guys are more comfortable without hair.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have
Well,
different
yeah,
opinions.
Scott, you got a lot of hair though up there. That's for.
Yeah, I got some. There's some left there. I've been through. In the punk days, I had like short hair like this, and I grew it
Mhm.
out, and I grew it super long when I was playing more metal kind of stuff. So I just go back and forth.
Now we
Yeah.
look more alike now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
No, you look great. That's probably gonna be the new look now.
I know. I think it's less maintenance.
That's maintenance, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's no, that's for sure. You don't have to worry about shampoo. I mean, you probably do. You could just
exactly.
borrow any kind of soap. I think. I think
Right.
soap
We're
would
all
do.
we're all about being efficient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's a
mean, this
good
will
thing.
actually, this is starting to go, because I will be, I'm only at the beginning of the treatment, so I still have some left, but it will all eventually go after each, yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
fall.
So then I'll really know what it's like to be bold.
I
But
mean, so I mean, how did you find out? I mean, I know you found out right after a particular tour, right? Or
Before.
I actually went for a routine mammogram in
mhm,
March, and it was just a series of things that kind of happened that kind of were in the back of my head. I hadn't gone for one last year, and something was telling me, maybe I should go before we hit the road. We had an extensive tour in April, and then we were heading to Europe for a European tour. So I went, and we left for tour,
mhm.
and I got a call from the place that I went to, and they said, you need to come in. We need to do a biopsy. So we kind of went back and forth, right? We had to leave the
Yeah.
tour, and then I went in for a biopsy, and then we resumed the tour, and then I got the results from the biopsy, and they said, yes, it's cancer. So
We did a few more shows, and then we had to
yeah,
go can't cancel the rest and go back home.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the kind of thing you don't want to sit on. It's kind of like,
Oh
okay,
yeah, no, no,
that's it,
yeah.
just going.
Yeah.
I have to say it's very strange. I'm kind of surprised by my reaction to it, because when she told me when we were having the biopsy, she basically said to me, it's cancer. And I said, well, we don't have the results to the biopsy. And she says, well, I mean, I guess she's seen enough of it to know. And I
Hmm.
was like, okay, well, just I'll just, tell me what to do, and we'll go from there. And I've been very grounded about it, and
Hmm.
I feel okay. I don't know. I don't know
Well,
why.
I think a lot of it too has to do a lot with your I remember you have a Capricorn moon, right?
I do.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's
I
a
remember that.
Capricorn.
I know, yeah, and you're an Aries.
I
You're an
am.
Aries and he's a Capricorn moon, and that's why you guys have this. That's why when you guys met, you met in a office setting, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you were in corporate, and that's a Capricorn. You met there, and then you guys connected. It's Sun and Moon in Capricorn. I mean, that's and then you took your connection to entrepreneurship into music into this part of and you get along, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
why
Yeah.
you're very entrepreneurship. I guess is that's Capricorn and grounded, and like having a Capricorn moon, it makes you even more grounded. That's why you're
Yeah.
strong, resilient. I got a Taurus moon, so the Earth signs are grounded, right?
Yeah.
They're really grounded.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, he's super grounded, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that, and also they have longevity, and you
Hmm.
guys been working for what, like over 25 years together, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think I think it was 1998 you met.
well, it's when we met. Yeah. And French and Punk has been around for 20 years, 21 years. We started in 2005, but we had been collaborating from the beginning when we
Yeah.
met.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember a little bit of what you said. Yeah, I think you were saying that you met in an office, some corporate setting, and
Yeah.
then you connected.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Chapter 11 bankruptcy company, but we were both temps. So we were doing the temp jobs to fuel our art and music. And that's kind of yeah, that's where we met. We weren't like, you know, hired by them.
Right.
We were like, you know, what do you call them?
Yeah,
Freelancers.
freelance.
Freelancers?
It's
Yeah.
funny because the temp agency that I went to that placed me in the same place he was in was called Bon Temps. And in French, that means good times. So I always, I always think that's really funny that,
Yeah.
Wow.
The guy's name was Larry, so we always think, thanks, Larry,
Yep.
for putting me.
Wow, that's so funny. Well, you do have that. I mean, I mean, that's resilience right there, to be able to like, and one thing I really admire about you guys is that you're able to like let go of that, something that I guess you went towards something that you love, right? Rather than sticking on a lot of people can't do that. Like for me, for
Yeah.
one, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
We
it's
left
very,
all that stuff behind. Yeah. All that
I
kind of
mean, we
like,
kind of laid a groundwork as well because we had that vision and we wanted to do art and music full time. So we said, okay, what do we need to do to be able to do that? So we did what we had to do. Like we ditched our apartments. We lived in the thing called a music building in New York City. That it was just a room, four walls, nothing in it but music gear. We had to take a bus to go to the Parks and Recreation gym that was $25 a year to take a shower. I mean, we were living out of a box for a year so we could save up money.
yeah, yeah, that's totally Capricorn moon.
So,
I have a friend with a Capricorn moon and she's doing similar things. And I go, that just goes to show astrology is so real. Seriously. They're
yeah.
smart, they're totally, it's
So
Capricorn.
it was calculate. I mean, we're not very risk adverse anyway, so
Yeah.
we're okay with risk, but we're also, you know, because you have to do it in a way that doesn't sabotage it, so that when you actually jump
Hmm.
in and you do it, that it actually you have a chance for it to work.
yeah.
Because if
Right.
you jump into something and it's like it's so set up for failure, then you'll be like, oh, see, I should never have done it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's smart. That's a Capricorn. You think like one, you know. And
And
if Scott is a Capricorn sun, you must have your Mercury in Capricorn, maybe, right? Or I don't know if it's your
I don't,
Mercury's in.
I don't know. I don't know about that stuff. Yeah, I mean, going back to the music thing, I was doing music for the 20 years before we even met. So I've already been doing music for 40 years total. So music was always my focus. And as far as getting jobs, the jobs were just to fuel the music. I never wanted to do anything else. At 12 years old, hearing the Ramones, I'm like, that's what I want to do. So any job I ever picked or went to, in Massachusetts and New York City was just to fuel my music career.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always had that focus. And then, we met at this temp agency and we both kind of had that kind of vision and drive and let's do this. Because we didn't want to working in an office did not make any sense at all for us.
A
No.
lot of people.
Emotionally, it's just kind of, for us, it was just, kind of squashing our spirit and soul. So we really had
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
make this
Yeah.
work.
That's really hard for a lot of people, I tell you. I mean, a lot of people don't want to take that chance. A lot of people are working at jobs they don't even like, That's
Yeah.
majority of the people. So you guys are one of the few that actually broke free from that and just said, well, I'm gonna find my passion.
Yeah, it's not for
Mhm.
everybody. Definitely
No.
doing that, leaving all that
I know.
safety and security behind is definitely not for
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean, but wouldn't you say you found a better place after you did that? I mean, you guys are doing so well and
Absolutely, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah,
And the thing is, it's really hard though. So you have to be a person who doesn't care if they never go out to eat, if they
Mhm.
never like have the money to do, what people like to do. Because I mean, people want their little comforts.
Mhm.
So if
Like
you're
me.
willing to give all of that up, you have to be willing to
the
give that all
sacrifice.
I
up and
know, yeah, yeah.
sacrifice all that stuff so that you just do the art and music and that's it for a long time before you start to be able to breathe a little bit and be like, okay, it's
Yeah.
gonna take a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys have any advice for people that are trying to do this?
Well, there's one thing that Samantha told me that her sculpture teacher told her. I'm gonna have to ask her because I can't remember it, but it made an impression on
Yeah.
me, and it's what I feel and believe, and it is.
So I was taking arts studio art as a minor in college, and I was doing sculpture, and I loved it. I loved the 3D tactileness of it. And I said to my sculpture teacher, how do you know if you're supposed to do this? And he said, you only do it if you cannot not do it. And I didn't understand at the time. I mean, I was like, what, 20 or something. All I heard was him saying, "Don't do it." For some reason, that's what it came to in my brain that way. But then I guess like I always say it took me 8 years to understand exactly what he meant because I was so miserable doing the
Mm.
corporate life and like it had been drilled into my head to climb the corporate ladder and all this kind of stuff. Unlike Scott, who was like music, music, music from the get-go, I was denying myself that side of myself. So after 8 years, I just kind of broke. I mean, I was like, my life makes no sense. I had no
Yeah, you got
interest
to
in
find the
being
happiness,
married.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I had no interest in children or marriage or anything like that. So I was thinking, why am I alive? What am I doing? I'm doing things that I hate. Um, what's the point?
Right,
And then
right.
I met this guy.
He's like the
Actually,
catalyst. He's the
it,
catalyst to say.
totally. I mean, it's funny because when I made that commitment to do something creative, which is all I had ever wanted, that's when everything just started falling into place. It's the commitment. When you
Hmm.
make a commitment to that life that you want, you don't have to jump into it. It's just little things start to come into your path and big things come into your path. That's because I met Scott, and then it was just like, it all just happened so quickly in a way that we just started envisioning this life for ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. And and going back to the support, Scott has been so supportive in every way. I mean, even as a team, I see that in you guys, when you
Yeah.
guys, yeah, when the last interview we did, you guys bring each other up, you know? Yeah,
Absolutely.
she's talented in this way, and you go, oh, he's talented like this, and I'm like, okay, I know, yeah, you guys are both talented. That's already a known fact. But you
It's
guys
those
even,
it's those simple relationship things, communication and respect.
Respect.
absolutely, yeah. And
Yeah.
I can see that in the chart, but just the little things I know. The sun and moon in Capricorn is already a very strong symbol. I mean, I don't
Hmm.
know the degrees, but I'm sure it's probably really close because you've been together for like, and you're still holding it together. You've been to how 20 over 25 years. You met. It's like just
And
like
it
that. That
just
was
doesn't feel that long. It's just when I hear that we've been together that long, it doesn't seem real. It seems like it was not that long ago that we met. It's just crazy. It's really crazy,
yeah,
you know? Yeah.
yeah. Well, you work really well together. Just all the stuff you're doing together, and then now you have this single
Yes,
that
the new
which is
single.
such a powerful message for everyone out there in the world right now. It's called War on War, and this is released on Distortion Production. I know you recently signed up with Distortion Productions, right? This is
Yeah.
the second single,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and you have a video out too that's just so powerful. Tell us a little bit about this whole song and this video because it's so powerful. It's a great message right now.
Yeah. I think we we wrote it like I wrote the lyrics in the spring of
2025.
2025.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think what
Yeah.
year are we in? And it was just just the situation that person that will not be named was back in power just was so I just couldn't believe it, and I just it felt like the first 100 days was a war on on the culture of this country. And it didn't seem to be like a big leap to think that this was gonna, spill over and it was just gonna be worse and it was gonna affect the world and and it's basically like enough is enough.
Hmm. Hmm.
War on war. It's like it's so inconceivable that at this day and age that we still wage war.
Right,
It's
right. I
crazy.
mean, war in general, I mean, I think majority of the people would have to agree that war is not a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Horrible. It's the
we
worst
should
thing
be
ever.
past
Yeah,
this at this point.
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't
So
matter if they support who they support politically. I think war is just not right, you know. And I think a
exactly.
lot of people see that no matter what angle they're in. I think they see that the devastation of what's happening right now, how it's affecting the economy, you know.
Yeah. So the song is really about people raising their voices and doing, and it doesn't have to be big things, but little things, whatever we can do in our lives to make it a better place, or to, you know, raise your voices against what's happening. And it's about how that can just have a snowball effect,
Oh yeah.
you know.
And that video, I know Samantha, you're amazing at putting that together, and Scott, you guys put the video together, right? On your own, yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we
Mm.
actually we do. We're very DIY that way. We produce and edit and film all our videos. But yes, Samantha had the whole idea for the video visually and edited everything and filmed it. And
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That's a great job. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I've been editing our music videos from the beginning, really.
yeah,
Yeah. Scott does all the editing for his Guitar Me of One, which are great videos, of his like Spy Surfs project. But I do the Frenchy and the Punk ones. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I wanted it to have, I wanted it to be powerful. I wanted it to feel powerful and really in your face,
Yeah,
because
and it is.
yeah,
It's really
yeah,
powerful. No, it really is. First time, you know how you know something is powerful because you see it. The very first time, the first feeling you get is how you know.
mm,
I mean, for the viewer, like for me, when I first see something and it's like it does this to me, that means it's
yeah,
powerful.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted that kind of, you know, like, interaction of just,
It's like war, like that it's like that Aries that you have,
Mm,
that's Aries.
exactly. Yeah.
however the horns are.
Yeah.
Aries is a god of war.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Mars.
Every step of the video and visually kind of goes along with the whole song, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's also a frustration of how kind of this wishy-washiness that can happen in government. Um,
Yeah,
People need to just put their foot down and say, like I said, enough is enough. We
I
need to
know.
go
Yeah.
a different route, and we need to stop all this craziness. Rolling back rights, rolling back things, you know,
Yep.
progressive, you know, good things that have come from people passing new laws and giving people's freedoms. And it's crazy that we're going backwards. Absolutely insane.
in all
Yeah,
ways,
I know.
environmentally, yeah,
yeah,
it's
Yeah, that going back thing, trying to prevent all the stuff that was already enacted a long time ago.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's just sad. I know when I think
Women's
about that.
rights,
Uh,
LGBTQ rights,
oh
all of
yeah,
these
yeah,
human rights things
definitely.
that,
That's unbelievable.
yeah,
Yeah, that's not right.
yeah.
I know it's crazy. You guys are like I said. I mean, this video. So this is a single. It came out already, right? And the video as well. Are you guys? I know you can't do it right now, but I know you will. I know you will.
yeah.
I have a lot of hope and my prayers and my I'm gonna put it out there in the universe. Everything is gonna go well with your treatments.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, we have to really believe, right? And I feel it. I feel it.
So do I. I
Yeah,
feel
I know. See, there's your support system right there.
yeah.
He's so good.
Absolutely. I
And
mean, he's yeah.
you are starting to ask about other songs and stuff. We did actually write and record some other songs before all this happened, so we do have some things that we might release. We're not sure
Yeah.
schedule wise.
We're trying to figure that out
Yeah,
because we had thought we would already have an album ready by the end of the summer, but because of all this happening, I think we have like four or five songs that are just sitting waiting to be mixed and
Hmm.
mastered, but it's not enough for an album. So
yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you'll make one right now. I mean, like through the process right now, maybe.
What do you mean? Yeah, we'd like to. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be tricky. Samantha has another chemo
Mm.
treatment session at the end of this week, and it's going to be
Yeah.
go on for the next 4 months.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
four and
yeah, I
a half months.
understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be tricky
Yeah.
schedule-wise, but we'll see. We'll see what we can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. We
she's an Aries. I don't know. Aries has a lot of power.
determination.
A
Yeah. So,
lot
I
of
mean,
strength.
we'll see. We'll see if, we'll see. Because right now, this is also new. I've gone into my studio a little bit and done a little bit of creating. I do the finger puppet bats and I've gotten a bunch of orders. So
I
I'm
know. I love those. I see them. And I know Scott, you do Scott, you're the frog and Samantha's the bat. I
That's
know.
right.
Right. Attention
And then you
punctuation.
have that
Yes.
upside down kind of thing going on, it's like so cute. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't really gone in and like started writing or anything like that. I think that's going to take some time because basically, I mean, our lives have been turned upside down,
Mm.
and I mean, in a way, I feel like it's almost harder for Scott than for me because I'm the one going through the actual physical part of it. But everything was ripped away,
Hmm.
all our tours, all our, the way we live our lives is being
I know.
ripped.
I know that I mean I mean you guys live to work. I mean this is, going on tour is part of your income source, without that
It's
it's really
all our
hard.
It's
income.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
live and
absolutely. Yeah.
breathe. We live
yeah.
and
Mhm.
breathe this
Yeah.
completely. Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that Scott organized a funding, a GoFundMe page campaign, which is very, very important right now. And so this helps to beat breast cancer and return it to where you are, to
Yeah.
and
And the support has been absolutely overwhelming.
Amazing. Yeah.
Really, we couldn't have even imagined.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And you know, I think like you were saying, you don't realize how many people you have come across. Like, because what I was saying before, it's been 20 years, but it doesn't feel like 20 years. So we forget,
Right.
all these things. So we've done so
And
much.
all the people we meet and touch or meet along the way at shows and fans and friends, like people we've played for in the pagan community, people we've played in the goth alternative community, the fairy and mystical scenes, the steampunk scenes, the
Mhm.
even friends from the hardcore punk scene, the scenes I used to play in.
I know you guys are amazing. Really are. You really are. I'm not just saying that. I really, really mean that. I mean, you guys are magical together. Yeah. That's why I believe this is going to be magic all the way through. Yeah.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I
Thank
mean,
you. We appreciate that.
it feels, it feels okay. Like I'm not, I don't feel worried for some reason. I don't know if I'm in denial, but I don't feel worried. It's going to be a long road and we don't know how long it's going to be because it's chemo, it's surgery, it's radiation, there's a long, yeah.
Mm.
But we're going to take it, one day at a time.
Well, you guys have endured so much together. With all the stuff you've done, I mean, you're actually, I mean, I look up to that. I mean, when you first told me about your story, I'm like, wow, you're such an encouragement. I mean, I wish I could be like you guys, honestly, to actually, well, I don't want to, I might have to edit this video. I mean, I wish I could be that way, but I have my Taurus moon. That's hard.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so I can totally relate. So you've been quite inspiration for
Oh.
me, and I'm sure for many other people that 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 are hearing this interview maybe for the first time and say, I wish I could be just like them. Leave my job and do what I love, my passion. Be an artist, be you know.
But
You can.
I always say that it's not always about the arts too. I used to say this a lot at shows that you have to do things that mean something to you and that bring you satisfaction and joy. And it can be anything. It can be accountancy. I remember doing a temp job in Boston many years ago, and I was working for like a couple weeks for this guy who's an accountant, and he loved being an accountant. He
Mm-hmm.
was so into it and so into crunching numbers, and that's so great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
really doing something he loved. And everybody has a talent,
Mm-hmm.
and something, and when even like if you love electricity and you want to just do the wires and then because anything that you do that you love, you bring it to an art.
Right.
It
Totally.
doesn't have to be music or painting or photography, whatever it is, because we
Mm-hmm.
all have something that makes us happy, and it can be anything.
Right.
Just bring it into
Absolutely.
an
Yeah.
art.
I totally
And
believe that. You whatever you love is gonna flourish because you love
mhm.
it.
And it
Yeah.
helps people because when you do what you love, you want to help others by
Mm-hmm.
default. Like what you're doing right now is you help artists to get their music out there, their books,
Mm-hmm.
their creative work out there because you love what you're doing. So by default, you're helping others.
Yeah. And I feel so connected to the artist too, you know. That's
Yeah.
why, and I totally love what I do. I love music. I love doing this. I love talking.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah. So thank you so much for doing that and just inspiring me and everyone else as also feels the same way. And I'm sure there are many out there.
Yeah.
So
Well, we hope to be able to put out some more music in the near future. We don't know yet if we're gonna like Scott was saying that maybe put out another like one of the songs that we've already recorded.
We'll see.
We'll see.
yeah, I think you will.
Or if it will be for next year.
It's gonna come, and I know it's gonna be great. And people want to check out the you know your GoFundMe page. You could also go on your website frenchyandthepunk.com, and it's right there. And
Frenchy with
y-
a Y.
Yep.
what is that?
It's Frenchy with a Y. A lot of people put Frenchie, but it's actually Frenchie.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Frenchy with a Y, yes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I always thought it was with a Y. I don't know, maybe yeah, it's Frenchy
Yeah,
with
no,
Y.
you get it right. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna put a link so people can just
Yeah.
click on the link and you can find that. And then, and also just to go back to the single there, I gotta do a big shout out to, of course, to Shauna,
Yes.
Shameless Promotion PR, who's been so amazing and very
Yes.
supportive. And
She is
also,
amazing.
Yep.
and this song was actually remixed by the one and only, right?
One and only William Faith. Yeah.
William
That's
Faith,
right.
yeah.
Amazing job.
He's been out there doing so many things. And
Yep.
I met him one time and I would like to meet him again. Well, again, I only met him one time and it was really quick, right before the pandemic. But I know
Hmm.
he's been so busy with so many other artists and everything, and he's so
Oh
amazing.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
He's amazing. He's great, super nice guy, great to work with. He does amazing work, and he's done a lot in these scenes. And also, the vocal reproduction was by Hi-Fi Hillary,
Yeah, Hillary
and
Johnson.
so yeah, there's a lot of work in there. But yeah,
Yeah.
Hillary Johnson, yeah, and I'll be sure to mention them. And of course, this is released on Distortion Production. People can actually find out, want to listen to the music if they haven't heard it. They can go to what's the best way? Your
You can.
Bandcamp page.
Bandcamp page.
Hmm.
We're on Bandcamp. You can hear us on Apple Music. You can hear us on Spotify, Tidal, all the streaming platforms. We're on
Hmm.
all those.
But
Actually, also on our website, it's set up that you can actually buy the MP3s from our website as
oh yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Directly.
Yeah, and if
It's
you want to support in any way, right, you can do it that way. It helps them
absolutely. Yeah,
because
we have t-shirts and like, band merch things and my bats.
yeah, those really cute. I mean, how do you make that? I mean, I know Scott. I mean, yeah, I know you do the drawing,
The
right?
bats are all Samantha. It's all her creations.
So I'll show I happen to have because we're in our living room right now. I happen to have my little basket of bats. So I'm working on one right now. So you see this one doesn't have its head yet.
Aw.
I have the head and the ears. So
Samantha came up with this whole design even before we started playing music. She came up with this whole design like 2002, I think, somewhere in
yeah.
there, and she started selling them at this goth night called the Dracula's Ball in Philadelphia. We would drive down there,
Oh, so
talk
that's a
about.
puppet. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Oh my God, that's so cute.
So this is based on, oh wait, no, that's not the one. This one is based on one of Scott's drawings of a
That is amazing. I love that.
They are pretty cool. Yeah, the
So
bats are
yeah,
amazing.
Dracula's Bowl was one of the first places I in Philadelphia that, yeah, like you
Yep.
said, that was a long time ago.
So anyway,
So
so yeah, you can get bats on the website. Samantha's bats.
Yeah, incidentally, I'm originally from Guam, right?
Okay.
And one of my friends from Guam sent me this picture, this video and picture of these bats on trees because they have bats there,
Yeah.
and there
Wow.
were so many of them, and I'm like, wow, I never see them like out in the daylight like that, hanging on trees, but they were.
huh.
Especially, I mean, they're usually in caves and things like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
called panihi. That's what they're called in Guam.
Finihi. I love
Panihi.
in French it's chauve-souris. Chauve-souris is bold bat.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Bold mouse, sorry. Bold mouse. And then in
Wow.
German it's like Fledermaus or something like that. I love the names.
I know, right? There's so many. No matter where you're from, I mean, bats are they're everywhere. When I
Yeah.
went to Indonesia, I went into this place where all these ladies were making these I don't know, these clothes and stuff like that. It was like a just a bunch of ladies. And then when I looked up, I go, oh my God, there's bats in the ceilings. They're all like, oh my God. And I'm like, and then people weren't afraid. I mean, they were really close to you, but people, and I wasn't afraid, obviously. I was amazed. I wanted to take them home. But
I don't know what customs would think about that.
Yeah. Right.
say, where are you taking these bats? Oh yeah, well,
Ma'am, there's a
I got
bat in your suitcase.
well, I got a lot of bats in my house, so they're all over the place. But they're not, of course, they're not alive. But um, yeah. So this is an amazing single, and we're looking forward to the future. Whatever you guys have, I know you guys are gonna make more. And those other songs that you have already, are they ready to go, or they still need some work?
They still need to
Yeah,
be mixed and mastered. Yeah.
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 So they're recorded and everything's done. It just needs to be mixed and mastered. Yeah.
Do you have a title for the new album?
We don't.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No. No.
No, no.
Yeah. We'll keep it. We'll keep everybody
Yeah,
in
we had some
suspense.
working titles, but we're just kind of sort of seeing where it all goes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. And we had we had a single that came out at the end of last year called Not Under Your Spell, which also came out on Distortion Productions.
Yeah.
And
That's really great.
that was a song about I actually wrote the lyrics to that after watching the Handmaid's Tale, the
Mhm.
series. And it's really about not allowing these forces to take over and control you, and it's about breaking free of that.
Mhm. That's all. That's what you're all about, really.
Yeah,
You
I,
guys are
I think
really
so.
so much freedom. You have so much resilience and freedom and inspiration. You inspire so many people. I mean, you're inspiring me right now just because I've always had this thought, that, oh, I want to do this and that. I mean, can I do it? Can I do it? And I'm waiting for it. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. And then my Taurus moon says, wait.
Yeah, you need
But
some
soon.
fire energy in there. The
I
fire
know. Well, I'm
action.
doing what I'm doing, and um,
Well, you're doing a lot, so
I know. Yeah. Well, what I really want to do is travel and do these same things. Interview and travel and do that. And I will. I will. I'm determined to do it.
yeah,
It's all about timing too, right? Divine
totally,
timing, they say.
totally. Well, you know what? You should watch one of Scott's Guitar Me of One videos because his video. Have you ever seen one of them? It's basically like the spy surf stuff, and he's just running. And if you feel like you need some energy for something, just watch one of his videos, and you'll just want to get up and go.
Well, I did see your World Goth Day tribute video. I know you put one online just recently, right? 2 days
Yeah,
ago. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was your way to wish everybody a World Goth Day, and that was great. Yeah, you showed your concerts and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
those were from the spring tour that we had just done.
yeah.
Um,
And then people want to check that out. You have a YouTube channel, right? And they
right.
can watch it there.
The
Yeah.
concert's on there. Yep.
And if they go to the website, I mean, we have all of the links to go to these places.
Oh
And
yeah.
people should subscribe. They can subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And they can get a T-shirt or one of your puppets,
Yeah, yeah,
and yeah, and of course your music and everything in there, and any updates, and of course if you want to help donate, go fund me to help Samantha
great.
battle
Appreciate it.
this crazy thing. But
And
I
I would like to encourage women to get a mammogram. I was under the impression, falsely, that because I didn't have any breast cancer in my family, that I was low risk. But 1 out of 8 women are diagnosed, and a very, very small percentage are people who have it in their family. So this is this does not discriminate. This is something that people really should pay attention to. And
Mhm.
also, there are resources out there. If people don't have insurance or they don't have the means, there are places they can go and be covered for a mammogram specifically. And I want to post about those places. My sister had actually given me a list that I posted on Facebook, but I should probably post it somewhere else too. So it's not to
I
scare
mean,
people, but
just look at this right now. I mean, even though you're going through this, you're actually being proactive in helping, not just yourself, but other women.
I
You
think
know,
it's
just yeah.
important because sometimes we don't realize how prevalent something like this is, and we just walk around like I didn't feel anything. I felt fine. I had no idea, and I'm in stage 2. So if people go and get these mammograms, you could catch it at stage 0, and it's so much easier and so much less treatment that you have to go through. So why not catch it early and give yourself a gift? So I just want to encourage people to do that.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. Yes, and I'll be sure to share this. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. A lot of women are afraid maybe to do it just because, or they don't want to go to. It's hard to do that.
Yeah,
Mammograms are difficult.
I know. It's
They're a pain. They're a
uncomfortable.
pain in the ass. Even though we're
Yeah,
not talking about the ass, they are a pain in the ass. But
yeah,
you got to do it, right? You got to do it.
totally. Take advantage of the progress that's been made in science.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I know there's a lot of breakthroughs, and I hope they find something sooner, 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 sooner.
yeah, yeah. So we can all get back to what we do, what we love.
What we love. You
Yes.
know. But thank you so much for your resilience and the power that you have. You're a very powerful woman. You really are.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Scott too. He's punk after all. Punk.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
No, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being on the show, and I will post all of this. And good luck with the next singles and the next releases and the
Thank,
videos.
thank
And we're
you.
looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to your recovery
Thank you.
Yes.
and the next thing. And even though you recover, I hope you keep that hair. Sometimes
I think I
sometimes.
might, although I have to say I had no idea how much heat goes through your head because I feel like even though it's warm out, I'm cold.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
especially in the winter, you're gonna have to wear that.
totally.
Yeah, because I know guys with no hair. I mean, they still cover their because they said, "Oh, it's cold." I go, "Really?" I go, "Let me touch it," and it feels good when you actually touch it. I
Yeah.
know I shave mine in the back, and I go like this when it's first. I always tell my hairdresser, "Oh, it feels so good." Then I spray this thing, and it makes it even better. But yeah,
All
it's
right,
always it's
Andy.
always an honor. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
it's such a
and
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Andy.
much for
Yeah.
having us, and thank you for everything that you do for the
oh,
arts.
thank you, thank you.